How you doing, everybody? My name is Kinesis. If the audio or video seemed a little strange, that's because the video file corrupted, so all of the things that I said were my genuine first reaction. However, I clicked through everything really fast, so if the music looped at some point, that's just because I went a little slower the first time around. All that said, that last bit, I just had to redo the poem because I frankly didn't, it's randomized, so I couldn't do the same thing over again, so I just picked what I thought was the closest. But that doesn't matter. What I'm gonna do is fucking play this game. Welcome back to Doki Doki. Literature Club. Yeah. Hi again, Tiddlywinks. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Tiddlywinks. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come in here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. So sassy. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Tiddlywinks always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? Must I kill her to have you to myself? I might be a little jealous. So I shall kill her then. How come? You and Tiddlywinks can become good friends too. Sayori. Or Sayori, As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Me? Something for me? Is it candy? Not really. Oh shit, it's not candy. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Tell me. Never mind. I lost my eyes. My eyes no longer exist. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? Oh, I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. Guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. Finger guns make everything better. First off, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. That'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. She picked out a book for me. How lovely. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. For some reason, she was Monica for a second there. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. We can discuss it. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. It's so sweet. Oh, I don't know which one's my favorite yet. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something, perhaps the fact that she is in the closet. I approach her in case she needs a hand getting out of the closet. 'Cause she's gay. That was really weird timing for that. That was really weird timing for that music to pause. You looking for something in there? Like your... I can't. Freaking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone else is gonna mess it up? And Natsuko slides a bunch of stack books back across the shelf. Manga! You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How'd you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on one side of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I know that feel, dude. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging or anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Tiddlywinks. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. Ah, I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. Don't just stand there. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. Oh no, I've come out of the closet. Ah! She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? Huh? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and again? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. I feel like this game's getting really meta. I think some shit's about to happen just because they said that. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be plot? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at an ice cream shop, but that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they get into all their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen. You're getting way too meta. That's really what makes it so good. There's so many touching parts. Boop. Ah, is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant I haven't yet seen you at your full power. Tsundere. Good save. Ah, this chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious, since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. That's totally why she got into baking. I feel bad for anyone that impressionable. Aha! Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? Oh, that's a lovely art shot right there. Oh, look at that. Well, that's my, That's my thumbnail right there. We read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun to sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? Oh, that's so cute. That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Oh, she doesn't have friends. Oh. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. Oh, okay, I totally misread that. My bad. She's got friends in the freaking club, duh. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch him in the face. Punch him in the face. Ugh, I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Huh? Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? It looks like a face. That also looks like a face. Oh my god. Little emojis. So... Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flip the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Spoilers! Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. I really like her. If I get a choice, I might want to go for Natsuki. But I want to see if I can read the other characters first. The thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Are you all ready with today's poems? Shit. Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. Natsuki suddenly noticed how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. That's a foot. Alright, guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Oh, yeah, but... Monica just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Okay. Is that really okay? It says, okay. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill it. By tomorrow? I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. Man, your shows can wait. You got the internet. I suppose it's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Probably. Alright then. I stand up, I return to where I put my stuff, and carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone is ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly complies while reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? I'm gonna show it to Natsuki, because she read with me. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Ellipsis. Ellipsis? Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. What's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours, like Monica said. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. Oh, she likes it. Oh, that's cute. So in other words, you're saying you liked it. Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. You're so ellipsis. Baka, 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 baka. All the tsundere shit. Da-da-da-da-da, which I'm a fucking sucker for. I'm sucker for tsundere. Oh, it's so cute. I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. That's fucking great. Oh, that's so charming. I love it. That's so cute. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. I love it. It's so charming. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Yes, it is. Thank you, me. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I get it. It's awesome. The other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but I made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I didn't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Alright, let's go to... I'm gonna go to Yuri, and then Monica, and then Sayori. Or, I don't know, Monica's feeling kinda... at me. But, Yuri got me a book. She's a sweetheart. She got me a book. Ellipsis. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Oh! So it's that bad? No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. This is adorable. Oh my god. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. Might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just their specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone. She sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased how? Well, never mind. She wants your dick, but I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself or me or Natsuki. I've just mixed my voices. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Oh, please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Oh, lovely. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the ember glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Interesting. I'm interested to hear her thought process on that. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Yeah, because I had to read it like 4 times. I actually think your handwriting is very pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Sorry, I'm not making fun of you. Even though it's short, it was very descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Oh god. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Tiddlywinks. Really? I must have totally missed the point. I missed the point too, but please tell me. Well, I suppose you did only glance at my hands are sweating. Ugh. So many beautiful women in this one room. Oh. I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their own work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Is one of her family members, like, terminally ill or dying? Maybe? Maybe she's lost a family member, because I want to read it again. Makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Alright, now for Monica, because Sayori can go fuck herself with her dumb ass. Hi, Tiddlywinks. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Always. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? And say excuse me when you burp, you bastard. Alright, excuse me, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? Not necessarily. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Tiddlywinks. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's just sort of very little. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like it, Tiddlywinks. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Ah, jeez. No, it kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein? I have not. I genuinely have not. He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they've written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that. Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem and explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. Could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. But I do! just awkwardly laughing. God, that waveform. Ugh. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. Doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Oh god, it's long. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the spackle protrudes, a noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun, but it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. You have a really bad home life, don't you? So, what do you think? It's very free form, if that's what you call it. Actually, her poem was very much how I write poetry. I write a lot of I write a lot of free form verse. I don't know if the proper term is I write in prose, but I write very much like I'm speaking, like I'm telling a story. But you know, it's the way that the sentences are broken up or repetition, stuff like that. And it's fucking cold in here. Let me put this blanket on. Cover up my feet. There we go. Okay. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. This is true. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you tried so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. She's so charming. Alright, Sayori, you're last, because I don't really care about you. This is a good poem, Tiddlywinks. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one, but it just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Yay. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Tiddlywinks. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. I'm trying to get laid. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. I mean, I'm trying to get laid. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? Oh, I am gonna get laid. Sweet. That will be my way of thanking you. Ooh. I am a dirty. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Alright. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. Can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. I didn't mean to say that was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast, even though you were late to school. It's back to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Alright, honey. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was just so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Alright, that's everyone. Whew. Guess that's everyone. Yeah. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all, bitch. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. Humph. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Tiddlywinks did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all... excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. Damn, that was savage as fuck. And Tiddlywinks liked my poem too, you know. Bitch. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Tiddlywinks appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Oh shit! Oh shit! Getting savage! Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew size bigger as soon as Tiddlywinks started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! This doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they'd just noticed I was standing there. Don't bring me into this, please. Tiddlywinks. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Tiddlywinks. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our languages. This is the only way to convey complex feelings, even the most frankly. Avoiding them is not only necessarily eliminating yourself, half of that wasn't even words. You understand that, right, Tiddlywinks? Well... How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course that's going to be... Help me, Sayori! Now, fuck you, Sayori. Ah, jeez. I gotta go the anime route. Help me, Sayori! Natsuki. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead, I turn to Yuri. Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Yeah, everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Tiddlywinks. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me. Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented, so why are we fighting? Because, well... Also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful! Oh my god. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a very bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri, she fucking went down. Speed racer. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president, I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Oh. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. Oh, I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt, which she will. Just because you said that, she will. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Probably not, though. Monica smiles very sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Tiddlywinks, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you've learned something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. Okay. I think to myself. I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Tiddlywinks! Oh, different, wrong voice, but whatever. Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I'm just coughing because I'm full of shit. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Tiddlywinks, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Alright, let's write a poem. Alright, what do I got? Alright. What am I gonna write about? Ooh, sugar. Sugar. Sugar spread like a starscape. Broken into eternity. Its aura calms me. Calms me. I feel at peace with its melody making me Doki. And it's fucking kawaii! The cookies I'm making with the sugar are fluffy. And I breathe in their sparkle. Boop. I take a nibble and immediately climax. I pour milk. I pour chocolate milk. I pour chocolate milk. And enjoy and feel myself filled with excitement as I prepare to indulge in their essence. That one's gonna be called sugar cookies. Alright, so fucking hell. Alright. That's it for this one. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please go kick tomorrow's butt, because if you don't, it's going to kick yours, and I cannot wait to see you on the next adventure. And as always, oh, it's glory.
Huh?